because you flew around the world. You attempted it once and then got arrested in India because they thought you were a spy.
Yeah, and a smuggler.
We
got arrested on suspicion of smuggling and spying. Yeah.
How do you explain your way out of that?
Oh, it was ridiculous. Do you know what? The smuggling thing was because I had 2 watches on. 2. Right, so and they were cheap watches. Those ones you get at a gas station, for like $1.99. Not even good watches.
Was it a Swatch from like?
It was something, something like that. But it was a Texaco free. I don't know. It was rubbish.
It was. I know. Yeah.
So I've got to India. So we've flown all the way from Britain, to India. We end up in India. We're flying across to Thailand. We have some real trouble with the motor. It's running really ragged. Thought we were going to go down in the ocean. It was really scary. Wow. We get back to this little place called Visakhapatnam, and that's when it all starts going wrong. So, we get the smuggling thing. I said, you honestly, honest to God, you think I've flown all the way from London to here in India to smuggle a watch, a cheap one? It's cost me like 10 grand in fuel to get here to smuggle a $1.99 watch. Are you mental? So, didn't like that. And then what's that bit? The spying bit was I had a big stills camera, because we're flying around the world, we're taking pictures, and I had a 16mm movie camera at the time, little fairly compact movie camera. They thought that was highly suspicious as well, and I said, well, why are you doing it? I said, well, I'm a singer, I've stopped touring temporarily. This is an adventure, I've got an album coming out. This is a good way of talking about the album. And he said, well, if you're famous, then where are all your press cuttings? As though you carry them with you everywhere you go. I haven't got them with me. I don't even collect.
Oh my God.
I don't even collect them.
Imagine the level of narcissism to travel with a scrapbook of your press clippings. Actually.
Hello. This is me. So that we were there for 4 days. Then they let us go. They impounded the airplane, so we had to leave the airplane behind. And then we went to Calcutta, where I was rescued supposedly by a British newspaper because they like to rescue people. And that was fascinating, actually, because the journalist said, Mother Teresa, you remember Mother Teresa?
Mm-hmm.
She lives not far from here. She said, let's go and see her. So, you can't just go and see Mother Teresa. So, I think you can. I said, all right. So we get in this sort of rickshaw thing, and we drive around to Mother Teresa's, this door in this big long wall, and I knocked on the door, and a nun answered it, and I said, is it all right if we speak to Mother Teresa? Just thinking she'd laugh in my face and some door, and she went, yeah, okay. No, we're not quite that, but that sort of thing. And disappeared for a minute or two. And honest, I swear to you on my life, Mother Teresa turned up, shook everybody's hand, said, hello, and then wandered off. She's obviously used to it. She had a sort of format, be very official, and then disappearing. But she came to the door. I couldn't believe it.
Did you ask her for proof of her press clippings to make sure it was actually her?
I should have done, shouldn't I? Yeah.
Like, before we go any further.
Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah.
That's incredible.
It was a lovely experience. I forgot that they asked if we were taking. I said about the spying thing. I said, what are we spying on? And they said, well, what did you take photographs of the Russian submarine base? I said, what are you talking about? This is India. He said he told me where it was.
I know. You're like, now you just gave it away.
Yeah, it said 20 miles south of here. So why are you telling me? Yeah. It had to be a secret, isn't it? And then this really, really mad thing. There was something else. There was an airplane there they accused us of spying on that they make in Britain. You can tour the factory, And then they put us in this. They called it a hotel, but it was grim, really grim. But they put us up in this place, and they were. it'd be sort of like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. The doors would bang open. They'd come in with guns. It was really heavy. You know, why are you here? I've told you I am here. Took our passports away. But the mad thing was, where they put us up, all the other people in it were Russian families. So they put us in the place that all the families live, in this base that I'm not allowed to spy on. You know, that's super secret then, isn't it?
Oh my God. That's hilarious. How have you not made a movie about this topic? Just the whole, that's hilarious.
That one thing alone was worth a move, isn't it? It was so, it would have been funny. It's funny now because I'm looking back at it and I'm sitting in a safe hotel. But when you're there, when you're there, it was not funny at all. It was really frightening, and they were really heavy and really aggressive. And
wow.
At one point, the airport manager actually let us go because there was no immigration and customs people there. He let us go after an hour or so, and then he got in trouble because he apparently wasn't allowed to let us go. And they started looking at rule books and which rule book had the most recent date on it. Honestly,
oh my God.
And he got fired because his rule book said that he could let us go. He had the authority to. Their rule book, which was a few years more recent, said that he didn't have the authority. So he got fired there and then in front of us. Oh my
God.
And then they blamed me. They said, it's your fault. I said, what? How is it my fault? He said, well, you're British. I said, yeah. He said, well, you gave us all these rule books in the first place. These are British rules. How is that my fault?
Oh my God.
I'm 21 years old. It's not my fault.
Dystopia Tonight.